folks, and welcome. Today you join me at an airport car park. No, we're not going down a runway or doing anything silly like that, but we are going to do a road review of a car that's particularly interesting to my eyes. Behind me is a BMW Z4 M Coupe. Now this is a very, very interesting car because when the Z4 came out of this era, it came out at the time when Chris Bangle, head of BMW design, was in charge of all the designs for the BMW cars. And he brought out the 7 Series, which looked like a sad dog, which wasn't great. He brought out the E65 Series, which wasn't great until they did the M5. But he brought out the Z4. And if I'm honest, I like this current shape, or well, not this current shape, but you know what I mean, this particular shape, Z4. Now the new one isn't really a particularly good looking car, but this one's really, really cool. Now Z4M, basically 3.2 straight 6, lifted straight out of the E46 M3. It first came out as a roadster, but not many people are particular fans of the Roadster. I quite like the Roadster. I mean, especially for the money you can pick them up. You could like buy a silver Z4M Roadster. They kind of look like a Z8 and you can drive around pretending that you're Pierce Brosnan, which is quite cool. But the Z4 M Coupe is the car that we're gonna be looking at today because Z4 M Coupes, it's got that bread fan shape. They're a bit of a niche car. I think when they first came out, they didn't get the respect that it deserved, and this particular one has had a few bits and pieces done to it. So, should you buy a Z4 M Coupe? Because, well, they're a good investment, and also, is it the best BMW driving car around once you put a few bits and pieces? And also, is it a car that you should buy and do track days in? Because the price of a used M135i or something like that, well, to my eyes, you could get one of these, which is a better car. So anyway, I'm gonna show you the owner. He's gonna talk about some of the modifications done to this car, and then we're gonna go out for a drive and spank it and see what it's like. So here we have the Z4 M Coupe, and over here is the owner, Matt. Hello there, how's it going? Right, so you've only recently got this car, haven't you?
Yeah, I bought the car about a month ago, had numerous M3s, M1M before, just got bitten on depreciation.
Did you have a 1M?
I did have a 1M.
Oh, what a car.
Good car, engine didn't deliver what I thought it would do, but to look, amazing.
They are stunning.
So, fed up with depreciation, wanted something a little bit more special for weekends, and hey, this is where we ended up. So I bought the car pretty modded beforehand. Wheels, brakes, exhaust, short closer ratio diff. I've got a set of Recaro pole positions to go in and an RTD shifter. Recently just fitted a CSL intake just to give a bit more. Also done a set of strict cams.
Oh, brilliant!
So yeah, it's a bit of a screamer now. You should like it.
It's a bit more usable for track, isn't it?
Yeah. So next year I want to try a few track days. Bedford, maybe Brands Hatch, maybe Snetterton. I know we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Something going. Want to change the tyres, running Eagle F1 asymmetrics at the moment, and I don't rate them. I want to go for something like a set of Michelins, maybe a set of Cup 2s for the summer. Yep. Something a bit more driver sort of track orientated. So yeah, we'll work it out and we'll have a play. Yeah.
So let's go out. I'll go for a little drive, see what this is all about, because like I said, it's a bit of an underrated car, isn't it?
In my eyes, yeah, especially in the coupe form. I made a lot more roadsters than the coupes, but to me the coupe's one you want. Looks better, like I say, looks like the old Z3 bread van.
Yeah.
One of my childhood cars.
And it's got the E46.
It's got the S54 lump, yeah.
Exactly.
With a shred set of cams, revs to just over 8k, you don't get that on new cars. That just don't exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
Unless you're going to go for Porsche money, GT3, GT3 RS. Nothing else out there for me which ticks all the boxes.
Exactly. Right, let's go for a drive, see what this is like, see if you want to spend 20-ish grand on a car like this. I reckon so. Okay, so I'm in the Z4 M Coupe. Well, there's been a few modifications done to it, as Matt has already told you. It's about passenger, so he's just left me alone with the car, which is very brave of him. So this car's running around 350 horsepower. It's got the Evolve airbox on it, which sounds just like a CSL because it has got the 3.2 litre straight 6 from it. Now, like I said, it does look really cool. I'm a bit of a fan of the Roadster, which I quite like. I think that's a cool bit of kit. But where in the market these sit at is obviously the coupe. The coupe just has that bit more desirability. Now, on the move with the Z4M, well, things that you should know is BMW designed this to be a car that you could do long distance in. It's also got the hatch, so it's very practical. And Matt bought this because, you know, he's had a few other cars, F80 M3, C63, 4-litre V8, but he wanted a weekend toy. He wanted something that he would feel absolutely excited in. So he went for something like this, and I can understand what he means, because the engine, first off, this is someone who's just driven an M3 CSL a week ago, so I have got a little bit of experience with this. It's just a thing of joy. The noise, the drama is just absolutely fantastic. What's been taken from the CSL is also the quick steering rack, which is also fantastic. It's also got shorter gear ratios as well, so they're closely matched. And yeah, on the move, I mean, power-wise, it's about as quick as a tuned M140i. Does that sound much? No. Does that matter? No, because speed isn't always a key thing. It's running the Goodyear Eagle F1s, which Matt isn't too impressed. I'm not either. I mean, today's weather is kind of dry actually, and Cup 2 Michelins would actually hook up and be quite quick, whereas this is a little bit, I don't know, inconsistent. You lose in torque, you gain in outright sheer excitement. Just the noise is unbelievable. This S54 straight 6, it's got to go down in one of the greatest BMW engines of all time. Obviously you've got the V10 M5, but that's another video. But man, it's just absolutely special. It's right up there with the Porsche 911 GT3 4-litre for me. It's just got that really nice. It just feels aggressive and strong and right up there. And as Matt said, barring a GT3, which is what, 130 grand, even a Gen 1 100 grand, for about 25 grand, which you can grab a really nice Z4M, it's not a bad car. And I'll be very honest with you, I'm not a massive lover of modern day BMWs. I'm just not. I grew up in an era of E46 M3s, E39 M5s, E60 V10 M5s, 1Ms, cars which I've been fortunate enough to drive, and this is the world I love of BMW. Call me old-fashioned, call me, I don't know, one of those purist guys. I'm not. I love modern day stuff, but I just like this. There's just a real nice fluidity to the way it drives. Obviously it's running coilovers, so it's a bit adjustable, and it is riding just a little bit firm, but the key main thing to this video is, should you buy a Z4 M Coupe? Are you one of those guys? Are you like me? Are you fed up of seeing M140s constantly on the road? Are you getting bored of modern day cars? Do you want something normally aspirated, something that sings and goes and just feels like that? And you want to spend 25 grand, so the price of a brand new Fiesta ST, you could get yourself one of these. Well, I reckon you should, because I don't know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I get to drive some really cool stuff, like, you know, new Fiesta ST, Megane RS's, the new Type R and that, but I'll be very honest with you, would I own something like that? No. All I do is just review a car to someone that would be interested in buying something like that. But personally, cars that I would like to buy is something like this. I would put my money in one of these because it's just got that really cool classic look to it that just, I don't know, it'll just age well in the next 30 years time. I think it'll go down the same route as the BMW Z8, which is pretty good if you ask me. things that I don't like about this car, well, this one's got the optional sat-nav, which does look a bit Amstrad-ish. That's started to look its age, and obviously there is a whiff of some of that crisp bangle design going on, like the infotainment knobs for the radio, etc. That is started to age a little bit, but the climate control stuff's really good. I quite like this sort of fabric carbon fibre. That's quite cool. Yeah, mate. Do you know what this is? This is a car for people that can't afford Cayman GT4s, and I'm not knocking that for a bad reason at all, because I'll be very honest with you, if I saw my GT4 and I jumped in something like this, I swear to you, I'd be just as happy. It is that good. It really is that good. Obviously this one's been played with, but you know, the AP Racing brakes, great, awesome stuff. It's got yellow stuff pads in it, and you know what, the stopping power's really nice, the brake pedal feels great. Honestly, if you was on a track day, this thing would keep up with GT4s. It just is, and you've got yourself a really nice car, really nice investment that you could daily or use on the weekends, and you just wouldn't feel left out. Honestly, I'd have one of these over an M3 F80. I'd have this over many M cars. Probably this and a 1M in the garage would do me just fine. Maybe in roadster form. Maybe just because I'm that little bit weird. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is shut up, drive, and you get to hear this straight six musical orchestra.